Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, and I do, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel. Reach out to tmosso at thewatchbox.com for pricing and purchase. And today we are discussing a rarely seen pleasure from Schaffhausen, Switzerland. This is the IWC calendar pocket watch with moon phase, model 5503-03. It is sterling silver. It features pre-1995 hallmarks, and it's difficult to describe its size. So I'm going to show it next to my known quantity, which is my 43mm Zinn EZM 1.1. This will serve to give scale. The pocket watch is a large pocket watch at 56mm in diameter. It is 14.4mm thick, and it does feature a sapphire crystal. And then if you were to measure it from top to bottom, it is a lapine with the crown up at 12 o'clock. From top to bottom, it is 72.6mm. So here's the watch in the palm of my hand. Not huge, but bigger than a conventional pocket watch. The space has been well spent. No wrist shot, because frankly, there won't be a wrist shot, but here it is in my palm in a position such that you might read it. Taking a look at the case, it's a fascinating construction, as of course it's a Hunter case back, but being executed in sterling silver, you can see the patterns on the case are absolutely spellbinding. Take a look at the banknotes scrolling molded in, at the cut of the Grand Orge or barleycorn framing a mirrored center suitable for customization, initials, family crest, enamel, lacquer, you name it. You'll also appreciate that the high polished sterling silver remains in outstanding condition. While sterling is 6% copper and can tarnish over time, this case exhibits none of the like. There's a nice little lipped profile along the edge of the bezel as it frames the dial, and then we get to the construction of the crown assembly, and you can see it is hinged so you can attach it to a proper chain or loop, and the crown assembly is as graceful as the America's Cup itself. Now it works like a normal watch, so when you want to set it, you just pull the crown up and then you set the watch. Now it's also a fascinating thing because the way it works, if you want to adjust the day of the week, then you back the hour from midnight through 10 o'clock back and forth, seesawing to index the day forward one step each time. There is a pusher adjuster for the date, and there is a pusher adjuster for the moon phase. And if you wish to advance the month, you use the adjuster for the date to quick set that all the way around and then jump the month. Let's wind the watch up. There's nothing like the feel and the sound of winding a pocket watch. Now you can see once it starts up, the constant seconds is coaxial with the month indication down at 6 o'clock. It is not a perpetual calendar. The reference 5503 is a complete calendar moon phase with a module designed by Kurt Klaus. The original 5500 pocket watch was launched in 1977. And Kurt Klaus, the famed IWC watchmaker, best known for his perpetual calendars, designed the calendar module and the moon phase for that original reference 5500. In 1988, that changed to the reference 5503 that you see right here, and this watch was made from 1988 to 1998. This is a limited edition of 1,000 pieces. They were scarcely and exquisitely built during that time frame. You can see that the hands on the dial are alphas for the time displays. There's a needle seconds hand, and then lovely extended blackened Breguet hands. Let's open up the case back. The caliber 97 is the base here. This is the 9721. I'm going to do my best to show it. You can see the inside of the case, and it is pre-1995 or pre-August 1st, 1995, because you can see the hallmark for sterling silver is a duck rather than a St. Bernard. So that is the pre-August 1st, 1995 hallmark for sterling silver. Now, you'll also appreciate the fact that the movement is gilded with yellow gold. It is conventional brass construction, but it is gilded with yellow gold. The caliber 97 was the lapine counterpart to the Savonette caliber 98 that would be used in, for example, the Portuguese 5441. The 98 featured a crown at 3 o'clock, and the lapine 97 features the crown at at 12 o'clock. Taking a look at the movement, architecturally it's almost identical to the 98. 19 joules, it beats away at 18,000 vibrations per hour, manual wind, it has a 54-hour power reserve, it has a 5-position adjustment, and it includes an overcoil hairspring, so it keeps excellent time in any orientation in your hand or in your pocket. Now the finishing here is world class. You can see real fired blued screws, and they have a nice little gradient across their surfaces, evidence of the firing process. You'll also appreciate the black polished, and I do mean black polished, pallet, escape wheel, and swan's neck regulator. You'll appreciate, moreover, the banknote scrolling freehand engraved across these bridges, and you'll appreciate the mirrored anglage on the edge of every bridge. This is artisanal handcraft, and you can see individual numbering if you look closely out of 1,000. Let me try to get that in focus here. At the base near the hinge of the Hunter caseback, you could see right there, number 326 of 1,000. This is as good as it gets. Big, slow-beating, complicated, handmade pocket watch horology. And the baby of Kurt Klaus, one of the last truly great IWC pocket watches and a modern era watch. This is the IWC 5503 Complete Calendar Moon Phase Pocket Watch.